couple of videos back, I discussed about how I resigned from my place of work. And one of the key reasons I did this was because I felt and believed that I needed to take a different direction in my life. But I was not clear what that direction was. I tried to find out, even started the channel while still working as a way to have a creative outlet, to express myself, to stop hiding, and not just from people or situations, but to stop hiding from myself as well, and to have this as a form of diary, to not only speak on my experiences, but assess myself as I do that. Because when I listen back to the recordings or the work that I put out, it also is a way for me to self-reflect. And despite doing that while working, I realized, at least for me, I had to take time away to actually figure out what my next chapter would look like. And at that point, I was not going to be able to achieve that while working at the job for a number of reasons, which is a different video or story altogether. So, a couple of months in, there's a cycle that I've noticed. There are certain things that have become very clear to me. Certain habits, belief systems that I've managed to shed off, which gives me a lot of joy and peace. However, there is still that cycle of uncertainty where one day or 1 week you're very clear on the direction you want to go, you're excited, you're fired up, you're ready to go, you're getting things done, and then the next day or the next week you are collapsing, you're scared, you're questioning the direction, and suddenly, or maybe not so suddenly, maybe it was a doubt slowly creeping up, you begin to ask yourself, wait a minute, what's the goal here? What's the plan? And I am a believer in some form of balance where there is some level of planning and a goal or a hope or an intention of what or where you're headed or what you're trying to achieve, and also being able to go with the flow, to listen to your inner knowing and not limit yourself only to a plan, to be open to possibilities and opportunities, but at least to have some kind of guidance, map, idea of where it is you're trying to go, what's your destination. And so this morning I called myself to a meeting, myself and God, and the question was, what's the goal here for the different things that I'm trying to do? if it is from content creation, is this a platform to engage and perhaps build a community, express myself, have conversations or interactions with people, both like-minded and those who are not like-minded, because growth happens through interacting with various people. Am I seeing this as a way of also earning an income? What exactly is the goal? And that is a question to myself and to you. Then other creative projects. What is the intention there? Is it just a way to express myself? Because it is one thing to know you like something and it brings you joy, but it's also good to at least decide if at this moment that is all you intend for it, or is there a future where you would want to monetize what you're doing, or that's just not in your realm of thoughts. It's good, at least for me. And then when it comes to career, job search, and business building, what I'm doing on that side, then the question is, what's the intention? In the short term and long term, is it to get called for some of these applications that I've put in? Or do I want to completely start a business and not and put that on the side? Do I want to do the two concurrently? Are the creative projects and the content creation part of this business? Is it separate? And I've come to the point where I appreciate having such candid conversations or thought process with myself and even with God and with people close to me. Because it's always good to check in. And it's okay to also say, I have no idea. I honestly don't have an answer to any of those questions, because that begins something at the back of the mind on a soul level. And my hope is, as I continue to show up for myself, that these answers become more and more clear, that I have a plan, a guide, a map, and as I continue to travel down this road, then I'm able to even make more clear markings on the map, add more towns that I had not taken note of, a park, a river, a lake that I would not take note of had I not started on the journey. At least have a general direction. And the thing about the direction, or what the goal or the hope is with whatever activities you do, because I'm a believer that there's no activity or experience that is truly wasted, is you may not know, at least on a conscious level, why you're doing it. And these questions begin to help you unearth subconsciously what is there. What is the motivation? Why do these things bring you joy while these others bring you stress? And begin to unearth truly on a soul level what do you want? And how can you use those things that bring you joy to also support you, support your lifestyle, support the people that you love? Because the thing about what you may truly want, sometimes it's hidden in deep down in your subconscious, hidden so much by layers of doubt, layers of false belief, of belief systems that you picked up along the way. And you truly can only unearth or peel the layers on the go. But just beginning to have those thoughts, those conversations, even with yourself, even being brave enough to admit, I don't know what I want or where I'm going, at least on a conscious level, but I want to, and I'm interested, and I'm ready to walk, to be open and vulnerable with myself, and begin this journey for you, even before you begin voicing it out. Because when you're unclear, voicing it out can be very difficult. So thank you. I'm looking forward to getting your comments. As always, give your tips and your advice, and have a good day.